You are Sisyphus, but not the Sisyphus of Greek myth. No, you are Sisyphus the dung beetle, and your life is an endless cycle of rolling, pushing, and persevering. Your world is small, yet infinitely complex, a microcosm of struggle and determination played out on the African savanna. Each day you wake to the same task, the same challenge, the same ball of dung that defines your existence. As the first rays of the scorching sun peek over the horizon, you stir from your burrow. The air is thick with the promise of another sweltering day, but you pay it no mind. Your focus is singular, your purpose clear. It's time to find the perfect pile of dung and begin your Herculean task anew. You scuttle across the parched earth, your sturdy legs carrying you with surprising speed. Your antennae twitch, sensitive to the slightest hint of your prized resource. Ah, there it is. The unmistakable scent of fresh elephant dung wafts through the air, and you make a beeline for it. Reaching the enormous pile, you pause for a moment. To a human, this might seem disgusting, repulsive even, but to you it's a gold mine, a treasure trove of nutrients and possibility. You begin to work, your front legs expertly shaping a portion of the dung into a perfect sphere. This is your craft, your art, and you approach it with the dedication of a master sculptor. As the ball takes shape, growing larger and more uniform, you can't help but feel a sense of pride. This is no ordinary ball of dung. This is your legacy, your purpose, your very reason for being. It will provide food for your offspring, ensuring the continuation of your lineage. It's so much more than just excrement. It's the future. With the ball now formed easily as large as you are, you begin the arduous task of rolling it back to your burrow. This is where your true challenge begins, where your story truly mirrors that of your namesake. Like Sisyphus pushing his boulder up the hill, you must navigate this ball of dung across a treacherous landscape, fraught with obstacles and dangers. You position yourself at the top of the ball, your back legs gripping it firmly. With a mighty push, you begin to roll it backward. The motion is awkward at first, but you've done this countless times before. Your body knows the rhythm, the perfect balance of force and finesse required to keep the ball moving smoothly. But the savanna is no smooth road. As you roll, you encounter your first obstacle, a small depression in the ground. To your tiny form, it might as well be a canyon. The ball threatens to roll away from you, but you hold fast. With determined pushes and clever maneuvering, you guide it around the edge of the hole. Crisis averted, for now. As you continue your journey, the sun climbs higher in the sky. The heat is oppressive, baking the ground beneath you. But you press on, undeterred. Your exoskeleton, evolved over millions of years, protects you from the worst of the sun's rays. Still, you can feel the warmth seeping into your body, urging you to seek shelter. But that's not an option, not yet. Your task is not complete. You encounter a patch of particularly rough terrain. Small pebbles and twigs litter the ground, each one a potential catastrophe for your precious cargo. You navigate carefully, your senses hyper-aware of every bump and dip. A twig snags the ball, threatening to unbalance it. You pause, reassess, then deftly maneuver around it. Each tiny victory fills you with a sense of accomplishment. Suddenly, a shadow falls over you. Your instincts scream danger and you freeze. A large bird circles overhead, its keen eyes scanning the ground. You know you're vulnerable like this, exposed in the open with your ball of dung, but to abandon it now would mean starting over, losing all your hard work. So you wait, every muscle tense, ready to defend your prize if necessary. The bird passes, its attention caught by something else, and you breathe a tiny sigh of relief. But you know better than to relax fully. The savanna is full of predators, each one a potential end to your journey. You've seen it happen to others of your kind. A sudden swoop, a flash of beak or claw, and it's all over. But not for you. Not today. You resume your task with renewed vigor, spurred on by your brush with danger. The ball rolls more smoothly now, picking up speed as you find a relatively clear path. For a moment, you allow yourself to feel the joy of momentum, the satisfaction of progress, but you know better than to get complacent. In your world, every triumph is temporary, every moment of ease fleeting. As if to prove your point, you come upon your greatest challenge yet, an incline. To your small size, it might as well be a mountain. The ball of dung, so carefully crafted and fiercely protected, now becomes a liability. Its weight threatens to pull you backward, undoing all your hard work in an instant. But you are Sisyphus, the embodiment of perseverance. You dig your legs in, every muscle straining against the immense weight. Inch by painful inch, you push the ball up the slope. Your progress is agonizingly slow, each tiny movement a battle against gravity and exhaustion. Halfway up, disaster strikes. A small rock hidden in the dust catches your ball. For a heart-stopping moment, it teeters on the edge of rolling back down the hill. You scramble, your legs working furiously to stabilize it. Time seems to stand still as you fight against the inevitable pull of gravity. With a Herculean effort, you manage to regain control. The ball steadies, and you allow yourself a moment to recover. But only a moment. The task is not complete, the journey not over. You press on, your determination undiminished. Finally, after what seems like an eternity, you crest the top of the incline. The sense of achievement is palpable, a rush of satisfaction flooding your tiny body. But you know better than to celebrate too soon. The journey is far from over. As you begin your descent down the other side of the incline, you're faced with a new challenge. The ball, now aided by gravity, threatens to roll too fast. You have to work just as hard to slow its descent as you did to push it up. It's a delicate balance, requiring all your skill and experience. Halfway down, you encounter a fork in your path. Two routes stretch out before you, each with its own set of obstacles and dangers. You pause, your antennae twitching as you assess your options. This is a crucial moment, a decision that could make or break your journey. To the left, the path seems smoother, but it's exposed, leaving you vulnerable to predators. To the right, the terrain is rougher, littered with twigs and pebbles, but offers more cover. You weigh your options carefully, drawing on all your instincts and experience. In the end, you choose the right path. Better to face the known challenges of rough terrain than risk exposure to predators. As you navigate the obstacle course of twigs and pebbles, you can't help but reflect on the nature of choice. In your world, every decision can be life or death. There's no room for regret or second guessing. You make your choice and commit to it fully. As you continue your journey, the sun begins its descent toward the horizon. The heat of the day gives way to the cool of evening, but you can't afford to relax. Night brings its own set of dangers, nocturnal predators, the risk of losing your way in the darkness. Your senses, already keen, heighten even further as the light fades. Every rustle in the grass, every shift in the wind sets you on edge, but still you push on. Your precious cargo, this ball of dung that represents all your hopes and efforts, must reach its destination. In the gathering dusk, you finally spot a familiar landmark. A particular rock formation, memorized over countless journeys, signals that you're nearing your burrow. A surge of energy fills you at the sight. You're almost there, almost done with this leg of your endless task. But fate, it seems, has one final test for you. As you approach your burrow, you spot another beetle, another Sisyphus, rolling its own ball of dung. For a moment you freeze. Conflict is not uncommon in your world. Resources are scarce, and competition can be fierce. The other beetle pauses too, its antennae twitching as it assesses you. You can sense its fatigue, its determination, a mirror of your own state. For a long moment, you both remain still, locked in a silent standoff. Then, almost imperceptibly, the other beetle changes course. It veers slightly to the side, giving you a wide berth. You feel a rush of relief, tinged with a strange sense of camaraderie. In this moment, you recognize a shared struggle, a common purpose. With the potential conflict avoided, you make the final push toward your burrow. Every step is an effort now, your body pushed to its limits by the day's exertions. But the end is in sight, spurring you on. At long last, you reach the entrance to your burrow. With careful maneuvering, you guide your precious ball of dung into the hole. It's a tight fit, requiring all your skill to navigate, but you manage it with practiced ease. Once inside, you begin the process of breaking down the dung ball. This will be food for your offspring, ensuring the continuation of your species. As you work, you can't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. You've completed your task, overcome countless obstacles, persevered against all odds, but even as you finish, you know that tomorrow will bring the same challenge. You'll wake with the sun, venture out onto the savanna, and begin the process all over again, rolling another ball of dung, facing new obstacles, persevering against the odds. To an outside observer, your life might seem futile, an endless repetition of the same thankless task. But you know better. Each journey is unique, each ball of dung a new opportunity. In your persistence, your unwavering dedication to your purpose, you find meaning. As you settle in for the night, your task complete for now, you can't help but reflect on your existence. You are Sisyphus, the dung beetle, eternally rolling your ball of dung across the savanna. But unlike your mythical namesake, you don't see your task as a punishment. It's not a curse, but a calling. In the grand scheme of things, your actions might seem insignificant, but to you, they are everything. Each ball of dung rolled, each obstacle overcome, each day survived is a victory. In your tiny world, you are a hero, a testament to the power of perseverance. And so, as the night deepens and the savanna quiets, you rest. Tomorrow will bring new challenges, new struggles, but you'll face them as you always have, with determination, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to your purpose. You are Sisyphus, the dung beetle. Your life is an endless cycle of effort and perseverance, but in that cycle, you find purpose. In the face of constant struggle, you find strength. In the repetition of your task, you find meaning. As you drift off to sleep, one thought echoes in your mind. Tomorrow, you'll roll again. And in that simple act, in the sheer stubbornness of your persistence, you defy the very gods themselves. For in your world, giving up is not an option. The task must be done, the ball must be rolled, life must go on. And so it will, day after day, year after year. You'll wake with the sun, venture out onto the savanna, and begin anew. You'll face obstacles, overcome challenges, persist against all odds. You'll roll your ball of dung, your precious burden, your reason for being. In the end, that's all that matters. Not the destination, but the journey. Not the completion, but the effort. Not the why, but the how. You are Sisyphus, the dung beetle, eternally rolling your ball of, and in that eternal task, you find your purpose, your meaning, your life. So roll on, Sisyphus, roll on.